Hello everybody, welcome to your morning Gwent. How you doing? It's been a little while, I know, but we're back. We are playing a deck that is a modified version of a couple decks that we've actually played in the past. This season has come to a point where it's going to end at the end of the month. We're in October right now. I am doing my darndest to get into Grandmaster, rank 21. It's a hell of a climb. We're at rank 20 right now. So I'm going to be doing my best presently to play viable things that are still a little bit wacky. So I took one of my Baron decks because I love Baron. I think it's a great card. I think it's a lot of fun, but it's not doing so hot in the current meta unless you get a ballin' out of control matchup against a Swarm Dagon. Then it's real good. But I took that and I took some pieces of the old Lubberkin deck that we ran because it was actually relatively successful, and I chucked in some more quote unquote meta options, and let me walk you through it. First and foremost, we're using Radovid. The deck is called Happy Family because originally we were using Baron and the Botchling and the Lubberkin. For those that have played Witcher 3, you know what's up. I left the name even once I took Baron out because you know what, they might be better off without him. A little dark, but that's okay. So what's going on with this deck? First and foremost, our bronze cards are some of the most important ones. We got the Aretuza Adepts, and we got Biting Frost. They just do a ton of damage. We want long siege rounds. Winning round 1 is just so important in the meta currently. These help do that. They also are here, very importantly, for deck thinning. You play one Adept, you get a Frost, and you get a Blue Stripes Commando. So that's crazy, crazy thinning value. Beyond that, we do have a Reaver Scout. It's kind of a flex slot. If you want to run something similar to this deck, the Reaver Scout is totally optional. You could run another Trebuchet. You could run Clear Skies. Pretty much whatever you want to do would be fine. We have Redanian Knights. There's a lot of weather in the meta right now. There's a lot of Dagon. There's some folks out there running Aretuza Adepts that I've seen. You plop these guys down in fog, and you basically win the round unless they get removed. So they're just good. And even if they don't work out, they are at least 9 value, and they have synergy with Yen, which we'll get to. Beyond that, we have a couple reinforced Trebs. These are optional as well. I really like them. I like kind of that siege style. They're proactive plays because they don't tick the first time they get down. So instead of having to guess a row with weather, you can chuck down a reinforced Treb. We got that Reaver Scout, as I mentioned. It can pull one of the Adepts, pull a Knight, pull a Treb. You just got to remember that you only have 2 Trebs. Everything else is 3. For silvers, we got lots of cool stuff going on. So we got the Botchling and the Lubberkin. It's just good carryover. People don't expect it. A lot of people will dry pass on round 2. So you chuck down a Botchling, suddenly you're coming out with a 12 power Lubberkin on the next turn. So it's kind of like playing like a Necker and a Consume deck. Kind of like playing a Doragary, something like that. We are running Doragary. He serves 2 purposes in this deck. Primarily, he will spawn an Ekimara if we need that carryover, but we don't have the Botchling or the Lubberkin if the enemy dry passed. But more importantly, Drowner into Biting Frost just does a ton of damage. It's a good tempo swing. We're running Death Mold, just a good card. He can check out some Rain if we need it, do Thunder, but more often than not, he'll probably be used to clear those skies. We're running Tyler because card advantage is real important, and we're running Iris as a finisher. Now, Iris and Tyler have big synergies with our gold, so we're actually running Ciri in this deck. I have not seen Ciri used very often, if at all, lately. And with this deck, having the final say with Iris is really important. She's kind of experimental. I haven't played around with her too much. I'm always tempted to put Dijkstra in there or Philippa, but I figured we'd give Ciri a go. She's always good. You know, you chuck her down and you chuck Tyler down, or vice versa. You can get some double card advantage pretty easily there. Yen is very anti-Swarm right now. Lots and lots of decks are running Swarm. They'll chuck out a million units, play Yen, and buff them all up. Well, we can say, nah, thanks to that with Yen. And if we summon the Chironex, it will actually destroy the armor on our boys in red over here. And they'll be buffed up to 11. So it's got some nice synergy there. And we don't run a ton of units, so it's almost always a good choice. Now we're running Geralt Ard, partially because it synergizes nicely by pushing things into weather, but also because it is an Iris killer. That's also kind of a flex slot. Philippa would be fine there. You could make an argument for Renew, probably, to play Yen twice or Vernon Roach twice. You could run Igni. You could run all sorts of stuff. I was thinking about running Kira with White Frost, but I decided against it. But yeah, it's basically an Iris killer. It's a finisher. It's good tempo. We are running... Oh, it can also disrupt Skellige, which maybe goes without saying, but whatever. We're also running Vernon Roche. Roche is inspired by me getting my butt kicked. I was playing ladder. I think I was playing a spies deck, and somebody played Iris. They had 2 cards in their hand. Final round, they played Iris. They killed one of my units with Roach, and then they played Iris, so they got all of their blue stripes. So Iris actually was a 15-point value, which is crazy as a finisher. You don't expect it. But anyway, that's the deck. I think it's actually a viable deck. I think we can get some wins with it. As far as wacky, unique decks go, since we're so close to the end of the season, I'll keep doing them, but I might do them in casual. If you don't like that idea, let me know. It's something that I'm kind of hesitant to do. Casual is a different environment. It's not a bad environment by any means, but it is a different environment. Maybe people will think that's a little less fun. They like the high stakes of the wackiness in amongst the competitive environment. I don't know. You gotta let me know. So we're against Emmer, and we don't have any adepts. That's very unfortunate, I gotta say. Yeah, this is not a 10 out of 10 hand. So we're gonna play it for card advantage. Yeah, we're gonna definitely play it for card advantage. So that's fine. We will chuck out Tyler right out the gate here. Absolutely, we want Doragary. And we'll just see what he does. If he passes immediately, say Levi. If he does not, then we can play Ciri. We can play Doragary. We can play the Lebrican. Lots of stuff we can do. He's thinking. Spy on first round, or on first turn, is a very weird play. Okay, so he has passed. So we are fine with that. There's nothing. We could play 2 cards. Actually, you know what? Let's do some quick math. So if we did Radovid, he's 10, he's 14. So we would go down 2. And then we can play Ciri next round and be fine and dandy. Why don't we do that then, yeah? But what are the best 2? Probably the Redanian Knights, because they'll both become 9s, so there'll be 18 total. Yep. So we'll do that. We'll go down to 9. And then we'll play Ciri, Lebrican, Doragary, probably. This is going to be a weird game. This is not going to be necessarily representative of the deck, because our draws are just not going to be good, honestly. In fact, our draws are terrible, because we didn't get that Aretuza Adept engine running, basically. But we're doing what we gotta do. So there's that. We're going to chuck down the Lebrican. He would have to do a pretty big spy chain to kill it, and I don't think that's what he really wants to do, so I'm not super concerned about it. So let's call it there, and we'll be on even footing because Ciri comes back, but we'll have the Lebrican for a bit of thinning, and we'll do our best to kind of mulligan around the garbage in our hand. Okay, Iris is real good. Happy to have Iris. So we'll get rid of Biting Frost, I suppose, and we're gonna really hope for an Aretuza Adept. So we got one. It's good. Again, it's not ideal. It's not what we want out of this deck, but it's what we got. I think it's important to just kill the enforcer here. It's not my favorite move, but that thing's going to be a thorn on our side. Now all three of them are gone. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, he would have been doing a huge spy chain against us in that case. He could still get one of those boys out, but that's fine. Alright, check out that frost. And you know what? If he gives us a bunch more spies, we might just want a yen, really right out the gate here. Yeah, we may just chuck down a very early Yennefer here. We got to see what he does, though, of course. There's a small chance he's running something kind of weird like the Witchers. I could see that happening. Alright, so we got Kalak. So he is going to give us more emissaries. Pretty okay with that. He's going to kill one of them, but that's okay. Yeah, bring Kalak back to your hand. Or better, yeah, bring him. That's fine. Alright, so this is a good play. So he's 21, we're 31. We're going to end up going 21, 32, sorry. 27 to 48. So that's actually pretty huge. Pretty huge. Alright, gonna check out our... you know what? We're not gonna have better Radovid targets, probably. So let's go ahead and just get them out of here. Get them out of here. That's fine. Honestly, that's not a big issue. We'll chuck the frost out here. So our play is almost certainly Reaver Scout into the Aretuza Adept, get out another commando, and finish off the frost in the back line. I'm holding out a little bit just in case he does have a clear skies. The damage done by these two rows for a few turns kind of mitigates the damage not done on the top row. It's kind of a roundabout way of thinking, but lots and lots and lots of Nilfgaard decks run Van Hammer. Just kind of a good thing to run. So I'm a little scared of him. But you know what? He didn't draw anything with Joachim. So that either means it's in hand and it's gonna get cleared either way. Or it's not in hand. Obviously. Oh! Alright. That'll do it. How are we doing rank wise? We're getting back up there. Slowly but surely. I think I peaked this season at like 4370 roughly. Not quite 4400. And certainly not quite 4,500, but that's fine. That was a good first game. This deck has a lot of power in it. Even if your draws are a little wonky, there are good plays that you can make. And Ciri actually does wonders. Radovid versus Radovid. Premiums on both sides. Oh my, oh my. Okay, this is a better hand. We don't want both. It doesn't matter what one we keep. The Adept is fantastic. Yeah, let's leave it at that. There's a chance that he's also running Weather. Lots of Radovids do. And if he is, well, then I'm pretty happy to also run the Redanian Knights. So I'll check mine out too. That's fine by me. I'll keep on pace with him for now. See what he does in response. I doubt he expected that. Yeah, he's thinking. Tyler. Okay, I can do that too, dude. I can do that too. Oh yeah, grab that trap. That's nice, actually. A good thing about the Treb versus a lot of armor decks too is that it ignores armor, which is one of my reasons for including it. This is really funny. Did somebody make a Gwent DB deck with botchling and lubricant? That's like the world's greatest dream come true. I've been trying to make these guys work for a while. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. Oh, I'm gonna have to check Gwent DB after this. What are the freaking chances? What are the chances? There's no way this is the exact same deck though. Nobody runs reinforced trebs. Nobody's running Siri. Okay, he's got an extra adept on me here. So that's when things get a little different on our end. So what do we do here? It's a good question. So on his turn, he will go down to 34. I mean, Roach is the obvious play as far as just sheer tempo goes. Suppose we'll chuck down another knight here. So even though we'll lose the botchling on my turn, we'll also go back up in tempo immediately. There's a strong argument for him to be made to just pass here. But I think if he did that, we would actually come out on top. So his botchling would die, bring out a 12 lubberkin. We would only lose 1 here, and we'd be gaining 2. Ooh. Aradovid. Is he gonna lock my botchling? Because that's rude. If so. Do not like that. Yep. What a rude dude. I mean, I'll just do the same, I suppose. Yeah. How about that? How about that? We're in a position where we will go down 1 card, but going down 1 card to win a round is fine. It's just straight up okay. It'll probably be the Treb if he's running more weather. If he's got 2 adepts, he's got 3 adepts, right? Oh. Alright. Oh, let's clear those guys then. Bring us back up to 34. Now he's losing in tempo because we're 5 for 5 and he's still got Frost on his side. Would have been nice to be able to use Alzur's Thunder, but you know what? It was a good play of Death Mold there. It's a nice premium. If you've noticed, a lot of this deck is actually premiums. Once I hit like 4,300 to celebrate, I made my favorite deck premium, which was Bloody Baron at the time, even though it wasn't my most viable deck. All right, so he played Ard. Big tempo there. So what do we want to do? Play the Treb. It brings us up to 32. He'll go down to 31. Or, sorry, he'll go down to 35. Comes back to our turn. And he goes down to 34, which is not amazing. Yeah, we pretty much do have to play Roach here. So we will. We will. We don't have Iris in hand. We might not draw Iris. So we're not going to make a plan for something that we just don't have. And next round we can do Siri into Doragari Akimara. Oh my. Alright. Alright. It was largely unexpected. So Doragari is 8. He's an 8 play. Let's check out the Treb. He'll probably pass, which is fine, because we will play Dorgir for the win, get the Ekimara carryover, play Siri next round, have 11 points, pass on that, get Siri back. Should work out pretty well. This is a really bizarre mirror matchup. I didn't expect this. I've seen other players running R2s at whoa, okay. Okay. Well. Okay, with Dorgary, that's an 8-point play with carryover. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. We're 1 point ahead of him, and we both have carryover, but mine's stronger than his Siri. And obviously Siri's not exactly just plain old carryover, but you get the idea. If he plays Doragiri too, I'm gonna be a little frazzled. Okay, so we got the round. He gets Siri back. That's okay. I don't care, because we'll just play our Siri, because we want to lose this next round 100%. We've got no stake in this next round. Alright, give me something good. That's not good. That is good, actually. So we'll get rid of the Blue Stripes Commando. The worst thing that we could draw is a Biting Frost, which we, of course, we did, right? So it goes. So you check down Siri. Can he beat 11 with one card? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So I like where we are right now. I like where we are. And a 12-point silver for next round is fine and dandy. So he's playing his own Doragary, possibly his own Doragary into Siri, which would beat ours, but that's fine, because we'll get Siri back and we'll be back on even footing. Yep. So he'll have to go down to 3. We pass, and then we go 4, and it's 4-3 into the last round. And we should have an okay draw. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. So that's fine. So we'll keep the Redanian Knight. We'll keep the Leprechaun. We'll definitely get rid of the... if we draw a Commando, I'll get rid of the Commando over the Frost. The Frost will probably do more than 3, yeah. I would really like a lot of things. A Biting Frost was not on that list, to be honest.
Long live, etc.,
So this is fine. By the time that actually starts hitting the Redanian Knight, the round will basically be over. And we get to do our own... Oh. Does he not have another Frost in his deck? I see. Okay, so maybe I should not have done this then. This might be very bad. Oh. Witch Hunters. Huh. It's unexpected. He's got us then. That's more tempo than we can possibly generate. Dang. Alright. That's a GG. So he's running Adepts, Blue Stripe Commandos, Witch Hunters, and Frosts. That's crazy. Anyway, that's it. That's the game, unfortunately. But he drew better than us. He's running a deck that seems to be kind of a high roller. Yeah, because he wants all of his Adepts in hand. He doesn't want any Stripe Commandos. He doesn't want any Frost. And he wants only one Witch Hunter. So he outdrew us. So again, I come back to the fact that, you know what, maybe Vess would be real good in this deck. She could replace, who could she replace? She could replace Deathmold or Doragary. Probably Doragary. He's good though. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Dagon's real good. So we want all of our Redanian knights, all of our boys. Real happy to have Yen in hand to deny his swarm. So get rid of that commando, get rid of that biting frost. And I'm pretty pleased with this. We might want to chuck away one card though. Maybe get rid of Tyler. Okay. My thinking there was we were granted the rare opportunity to mulligan away a commando and a frost. So we could have gotten a lot of good stuff there.
As you wish, mate.
So he's ahead of us in tempo. Straight up. And we can't do anything about it. But there's no way he's going to pass on that. It's just not going to happen. So we'll chuck down our reinforced trebs. And we'll just siege up, basically. There's that Ekimara, of course, of course. That's a lot of tempo. Let's chuck down the Leprechaun. And if he passes, we will play Radovid. We'll go down one, but he'll have no carryover, and we will. So, I'm happy with that. What'll it be? Another option would be Death Mold. Ooh. Alright. Well. How about this? Yeah. How about that? And then we can chuck down our Redanian Knight on that fog. It'll be lovely. I did not consider the fact that he might have an Ifrit. He's definitely going to play Yen. Yep. That's unfortunate. I should have anticipated that he also had that. Most Swarm decks do. I got the tempo. So sieging up is not really an option now. Just isn't. But we can still win this in 2 cards. Unless he messes with our Iris here. I'm not sure what he'd do, though. I mean, he could pop it early for us if he wanted to. Yeah. Fair enough.
Let's get this over with.
Bothers me not, though. So we'll pop those back into the frost. We'll get that Iris buff, and our Redanian Knight is still getting stronger as he's getting weaker. So we're actually even right now in tempo. So if he passes, we just shoot up to 20. I think we wanna play it out. I think we Doragary. Ekimara. Eat Doragary, doesn't matter. Our eat target as long as it's not Lubberkin. But yeah, we're going down because he is going to be bringing an Ekimara into the next round. We're also going to be bringing a Botchling into the next round. So if we're gonna duke it out, we might as well have the advantage, right? So like this is pretty strong, right? Pretty happy with that. The Reaver Scout doesn't do anything for us, but if we get rid of the Treb, it does a lot for us. That's a great draw. It's a really great draw. Very happy with that one. So we will chuck it out immediately here. I like our odds in this round. I like our odds a good bit. We're starting with huge, huge tempo. We got Roche. We got Death Mold. We've got the Treb. Okay, there you go. That's a forfeit. We played that about as well as we could have, except for the Yen faux pas. That's our 3 games. We went 2-1. I'm pretty pleased with that. It's a bit of a shorter video. We did get 2 forfeits, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I'll pop the deck back up. So, final thoughts on this deck. Might seriously want to consider Vess. Where'd she go? Yeah. Might really want Vess in there. She could definitely take the place of Doragary. They kind of serve the same purpose. You know, you'd play them at an end of a round to push you over the edge. She doesn't give you that carryover, but, you know, she can unbrick your hand. You could do Vess instead of Taller and have like a Siri Vess turn, but it's a little different. I don't know. And I mean, that premium's pretty great. Anyway, that was Happy Family. We went 2-1. We did lose in a strange mirror match that was exciting and just strange. But anyway, I hope your morning has gone well. I hope your coffee stays hot. I'll see you tomorrow.